You know, we're out here on the Tennessee River today. It's late fall, early winter, and you know, one of my favorite things to do in the winter time is throw an A-rig. And you know, we got winter drawdown, and you know what that does is it concentrates all the fish in these ditch mouths, and there's really not a better way to catch them than on an A-rig. It just, something about it, they just can't stand it. You know, but here on the Tennessee River, a lot of these ditch mouths, they're really shallow, and you know, I think I set my A-rig up just a little bit different than most guys do to fish it this way, because we got a lot of stumps and a lot of wood that's around these ditch mouths. So I like to set my A-rig up so I can fish it really shallow. I got an 1/8 ounce head in the middle and two 3/16 ounce head on the outside. You know, here in Tennessee, we're only allowed to throw 3 hooks, so I can only throw 3 heads. You know, there's no point in putting heads up here. I just put a centering pin in on the top two and put 2 little dummies on there. You know, you see a lot of guys, they'll put a different color swim bait in the middle. I'm not one of those guys. I will put a little bit bigger one in the middle. That's a 3/8 Kitech there. I got 3 3s on the side and little 2/8s on the top. I do put a different color on the top, but I'm not one to put a different color swim bait, you know, in the middle. Tell me how many times you've seen a school fish with just a chartreuse shad in the middle. Doesn't look realistic to me. I try to make it look as realistic as possible, especially as much pressure as these fish see out here on a daily basis. So I try to keep everything as realistic as possible. I pretty much always throw a smaller swim bait if I can get away with it. I'll throw a 4/8 in the middle sometimes, but I really like a 3/8 Kitech, you know, in the middle. I try to keep my swim bait, my A-rig finesse as much as I can. I do like blades on the wire. Some guys don't like blades. I like blades. You know, but if your fish are getting a lot of pressure, you've been fishing for a school fish for a few days in a row, that's something you can switch up. That's something, you know, just give them a different look from time to time. But you know, if I had to pick, I do like blades on my A-rig. You know, and really an A-rig to me, it's just a big spinnerbait. I fish it the same way, really. You know, there's no, you know, I cast that, I'll give it a pop as soon as it hits the water to kind of get it to flare, and then from there, just a good steady retrieve. And every once in a while, I'll pop my rod or give my reel handle a quick turn. And you know what that does, if one's following it, that'll get them to react a lot of times. You know, I'll show you here on this cast. I do it, you know, as soon as it hits the water, I'll jerk my rod and get it to flare a little bit, and then kind of follow it back as it comes back, and every once in a while I'll just give the reel handle a quick turn, and sometimes I'll kill it. That's it. It's real simple. It's ditch mouths in the winter time on the Tennessee River. It doesn't get much more fun. You know, this is probably the second biggest time of year where they'll get grouped up in big schools right behind the summertime and ledge fishing. So it's a good way to pull up and catch a bunch of fish. And you know, with an A-rig, you can always catch multiple. So next time you're here on the Tennessee River, pull out an A-rig, sling it around, and get your arm broke by a couple big ones.